Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to walk you through the steps on how to buy and sell, trading those stocks through the Coinbase app. Now, some of you might be here because you simply don't have access to this through your Coinbase app, so I'll touch on the reasons as to why that might be. And then after that, I'll walk you through the user experience, setting this up through the Coinbase app so that you can start buying and selling stocks and seeing what that looks like. So we're going to launch the Coinbase app. And from the homepage of the Coinbase app, there's some things that you'll be able to tell if you have access to stock trading. We'll see that here in your balances. You'll have a stocks option. If you continue to scroll down, you'll have beyond just the crypto and derivatives and predictions. If we continue to scroll down, you'll have trade stocks here. Also, if we go to the trading tab, of course, at the top, it'll have crypto, but we can see some additional options here, one of them being stocks. And if we continue to scroll down, we'll find stocks in this area as well. So if you don't have stocks showing up anywhere in your Coinbase app, perhaps they haven't rolled out this feature in your particular market. Perhaps in your jurisdiction, this isn't allowed. That could be. Or since this is a newer feature, if you just signed up for Coinbase, perhaps they haven't quite rolled it out to your specific situation. And this is actually what happened when I created this Coinbase account. Initially, it didn't have the option to trade stocks, but then within about a week or so, the Coinbase app updated with some additional options, and one of those being stocks trading. So if it is allowed in your jurisdiction and you don't have the ability to get access to trading stocks through Coinbase, they'll probably be rolling this out to you sooner rather than later. Now, going through the process of setting up trading stocks through the Coinbase app, what I'm going to do is in the trading tab, click on where it says stocks here at the top, and it'll list all the different stocks that are available, and you can filter them by market cap. So the largest companies are showing up here at the top. Employ different filter options. If we want to adjust this in the reverse order, where it has the lowest market cap first and then on down from there. And additionally, you can adjust this by volume, low to high. So what's being traded the most, you can see all of that information in here. You can also adjust if all of the stocks show up, or if you want to just see ETFs or just see common stocks. So let's say I filter it, I just want to see common stocks. I'll show that, and then it filters out those different ETFs. So that's one way you can go about looking through different stocks that are available, but also just through the trading tab. If we know exactly what stock we would like to purchase, we can search for it up here. So let's just say, for instance, I want to invest in Coinbase stock. So I'm going to start typing in Coinbase. And we can see in the stocks area for Coinbase, it shows up right here. So if I click on Coinbase Global, and I haven't done any stock trading yet, so it says get started with stocks. Stock trading is available now. Answer a few short questions to start trading today. So you can trade everything in one place. You can buy stocks with USD or USDC that is in your account. Around the clock access to stocks, so trading 24 hours a day. That is a really nice feature. So I'm going to click apply now. And first, it's making me do a two-factor authentication here before going through this process, just to confirm it's me going through this process of signing up for stock trading. Then you want to confirm your personal information. So I've already entered all of this into Coinbase during the process of setting up my account, but just make sure that your legal name is correct, your address is correct, as well as your social security number. And if all that information looks good, we're going to click confirm. Then confirm your tax status. The social security number you provided is correct. So that is the case. I am not subject to backup withholding. That is also true. So I'm going to keep this box checked. I'm a U.S. citizen. That is also true. I'm also exempt from FATCA reporting. If you need some more information on this, you can click right here to read over that. This is one of those things where if you are impacted by this, you'd probably already know, but just to make sure, you can take a look at that. So all of this looks good. So I'm going to click agree. Once that's submitted, it wants some information about your employment. So you can enter that in here, your employment status, your employer title, what year you started. Do you have a family member that works for another brokerage? Also, do you have a family member that's a senior executive or 10% shareholder at a publicly traded company? So you can disclose that information here as well. But once you enter in all of this, we can click continue. And then provide a little background about your investing. How much investing experience do you have? And for me, I'll put good for this. And then what's your annual income? You can select that in this area. Continuing to scroll down, it's going to ask for your net worth, so you can list that here. And then it'll ask what your investment objectives are. For me, it's going to be growth. I like investing in growth stocks, so I'm going to select that here. How long do you plan to keep your money invested? For me, I'm typically a long-term investor, so I'm going to select that option. If you needed funds on short notice, how important is it that you'd be able to sell your investments quickly? And you can answer that as well, and then click continue. And then you can agree to electronic delivery of these different documents. So to do that, we can check this box as well as these additional documents as well. You can check those over, and you can see those documents through these links here. And then if everything looks good, we can click I agree. So once you verify and go through that process, they just ask you to hang tight. This will only take a few seconds. And I've now been approved to trade stocks on Coinbase. So that's the application process. Not too bad, too difficult to work your way through that. Your stocks trading application has been approved. Take a moment to learn about stock trading or dive right in. So then I'm going to click Start Trading. That takes us back over to the original stock page that I was going to check out. So if you scroll through, you can see all sorts of different information, such as the graph of the price history of the stock that you are doing some research on, 1 hour, 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, and all time. You can get some insights on the company. You can look at resources, go to their company website, see their SEC filing. You can check out key stats like their high and low price trading during the day, the trading volume, the 52-week range of low and high, their market cap. And if you wanted to buy or sell this particular stock, you could do so by clicking buy and sell. Let's say maybe there's a different company that I want to take a look at. So going back to the previous page where you can search for stocks in this area at the top. Let's say maybe I'm interested in SoFi stock. So entering that in and then taking a look at the stock, SoFi Technologies. If I click there, this is my bank. I'm very pleased with the product that they offer. I am a shareholder of this company already, not trading advice, but again, you can scroll through, look at all the different company informations, filings, go over their website, see their price chart over time. But if I wanted to buy some shares in this company, I could click the buy and sell option, and then I'm going to click where it says buy. And I'm well outside of the normal trading hours. And if that's the case, you're only going to be able to do limit orders. And this is because since there's a lot less volume outside of traditional trading hours, it just doesn't want to surprise you where you put in an order and all of a sudden it's at a much higher price than maybe you would have expected otherwise, just because the volume is so low. So let's say maybe I want 2 shares of SoFi, and I have $100 available. You can use either USD or USDC. I have $100 in USDC available, so it will use that. And the limit price, currently the share price is at $20.63. Let's just say I don't want to buy this at more than maybe $21 a share. So I enter in at $21 there. With those 2 shares, it comes out to $42. That's the high end of what I could potentially be charged here. But since it's a limit order, it could be lower than this $21. It's not currently giving me the option to switch this over just to enter in a US dollar amount of how many shares to purchase. Perhaps this is just what they have for limit buying. And if it was during market hours, you'd probably have more flexibility with that. But again, just entering those 2 shares at the $21 coming out to potentially up to $42. So I'm going to review my order. And looking over the information here, everything looks good. So it's going to be using my USDC. If I wanted to change the funding source, I could click this little down arrow here where it says USDC. And I don't currently have any just regular cash, so I wouldn't be able to switch to that, but you could switch over to that option. But going back to the previous page, and I'm going to click buy now. My order has been successful, and not a surprise that it went through pretty quick since my limit price was a bit higher than where the current share price was at. So that's going to indicate that that share is probably going to go through pretty quickly. So I can go over and view my transactions, and I can check out that limit buy that I had on SoFi, and I can see what price I got it for. The filled price was $20.65, getting those 2 shares in this overnight trading. And now when I head back to the homepage of Coinbase, I can see here in my different assets under stocks, I now have that $41.30. That is in SoFi stock. If I continue to scroll down, it shows me my crypto holdings, and then continuing to scroll down past that, eventually I get to stocks, and it shows my current stock holding there. Also going back up to the top, if I click on where it says stocks, it takes me over to a page that's just going to show the stocks that I currently own. If you wanted to sell shares, you would click on the company that you would want to sell the shares of. And again, click on where it says buy and sell, and then you can click on sell. And you can go through the same process through there as it was for buying. Just with selling now, I could enter in 1 share, 2 share, whatever of SoFi, the limit price that I'd want to sell at. And if I want the sale to go through, I should put it at something that's a little bit lower than the $20.65 if it's going to be a limit sell in the after hours trading. But then you can go through and confirm from there if that's something that you want to do. But this is the process on how to set up trading through the Coinbase app, what it looks like, where you can do some research on the stocks, where you can find exactly what you're looking for those stocks to invest in, how to go through the buy and selling process, and then if you're in the after hours trading, going through and doing limit orders instead of just market orders, whatever the current market price is at. During the normal trading hours is probably how you're more so going to be doing that, whereas if it's an after hours trade, you're going to be setting those limit prices. But that's going to wrap up this video. I hope it was helpful in some way. I appreciate you guys stopping by, and consider subscribing to the YouTube channel for more content in the future.